Well, in this video we're going to be making some of these blade baits. I made up an assortment of them a few days ago, and I thought I'd go ahead and I want to make just a few more of sort of a standard. I'm just pouring lead into an empty mold a few times to let it warm up. I want that mold as warm as I can get it. These blade baits, for whatever reason, I have a tough time getting them to fill out very well. The ½ ounce does okay, but the 3/8 and quarters are a real pain in the butt. So I'm going to try to get that mold as hot as I can. So I've poured that a few times empty, and it's probably as warm as I can get it. We'll go ahead and start with a 3/8 and a half. I don't even think I want to fight to try to get quarters out of this. They take two different size blanks. The 1/4 and 3/8 take the small, and the ½ 5/8 and 3/4 take the medium size blank. Pouring, although I've only got blanks in the two cavities, I'm pouring on both sides of it. I want to try to keep this thing as hot as I can keep it. See, like that one there, didn't pour at all. That didn't fill out very well at all. That 3/8 filled out real nice though. You can tell when you close that. You can tell when you close that mold up. If it's not perfectly closed, then just like that, I had the small blank was out of whack. I poured all in one shot there, hoping that it'd go down, but I don't think it poured very well again. No. Now, last time I was pouring these things, the 3/8 was not filling out. Tonight it's the halves. I'm not entirely sure what my problem is. I don't know if my little hot pot 2 is not able to get up to temp as much as it should. You know, it's melting the lead, but maybe it ought to be hotter. I'm starting to wonder if that's not my issue. Tempted to go get a propane torch or fire my heat gun up and preheat these blanks even. Man, it's just not pouring. What the heck? Now those 3/8 look real good. Looked like it poured better. There we go. That filled up pretty well. Okay. Well, Well, I'm all done pouring. I guess I've been playing this game for a couple hours tonight. I think I did about 25 each on the nickel plated 3/8 and half ounce, and then I think I did 25 each on the brass 3/8 and half ounce. The quarters just wouldn't pour very good. I tried them again a couple of times, and I don't know if the mold, the opening on the mold is just too small, if my lead is not quite hot enough in that pot because I can't adjust the temperature. I don't know. I mean, the mold would be screaming hot. I mean, I'd pour, 10 or 15 of them consecutively pretty quick. That mold would be just like screaming hot, and then I'd try to pour a 1/4 ounce just to see if it worked, and it just won't. So I don't know. It's either my lead or my pot. I don't know. So anyhow, I'm pretty happy with the 3/8. The 3/8 is the small body size, and the halves, they're the more common anyhow. So not a whole lot of people fish with the quarters anyhow. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll show you guys how. That was one of the last ones out, so it's a little bit warm yet. It's real easy to, they got that little sprue on top. You just hold the bait. You don't want to. You want to wiggle it like multiple times. Back and forth. So you're just breaking it a little bit each time, and that'll make a pretty clean little tip there. Then you just take that and drop it right back in the pot. What you don't want to do is just grab it and break it in one motion. It'll make a real rough edge, and I know like on my round head jigs, if you just grab it and break it all in one motion, you can actually loosen the lead up on the head. So you're much better off to just wiggle it a bunch of times gently, and it's just better on the jig. So I'm going to go ahead and break all these off and go from there. We're going to start off real simple. I'm going to put some silver holographic eyes on this unpainted nickel, and I want to try, I know these will look pretty good on this bare lead. I want to try some of these silver as well as some yellow on that bare lead also. So the easiest way to get these eyes, these are 5/32. They got a adhesive back. Sometimes they're a little bit hard to get off that paper. When they die cut these, sometimes the backing paper gets cut too, and the eyes want to kind of stick in there funny. So that's the easiest way that I found to apply eyes. Alright, so after we get our eyes stuck on, we're going to use this Sally Hansen hard as nails to seal those eyes on, because the adhesive back doesn't hold real well on there. We're going to try to use just enough of this nail polish to do the job, no more. We don't want it to take forever to set up, and we don't want it to be sticky and tacky. It doesn't take much. We're just basically trying to get a little nail polish around the edges. Okay, we'll let that side set up. We'll flip them over and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so they've been setting for about 10 hours or so, and the nail polish is all set up. We're going to go ahead and just flip them over and do the same thing on the other side. Trying to stay out of your way where you can see what I'm doing. thing I'm trying to accomplish is just to get it to seal around the edges so that something doesn't snag that eye and peel it off. I get a little carried away with that guy. I'll try to prop him in the crack. Trying to lay him as flat as I can, as level, so that polish doesn't run. Okay, we'll let these set for, I don't know, a few hours just to make sure they're good and set up. It probably sets up a little quicker, but I put it on a little thick, so see you back in a few hours. You might hear clapping or cartoons or something in the background. I am upstairs today watching my little girl, so I'm temporarily set up in the dining room, and she's just around the corner where I can keep an eye on her. So I'm using number 3 split rings, number 6 short shank treble hooks, and number 2 duo locks. And I'm trying to stay in front of the camera for you guys, but I'm also trying to see what in the heck I'm doing, and I'm not very good at this to begin with. So they make treble hooks that are split up the shank on one leg or one hook, so that you don't need to use split rings. And you might see some blade baits with those. They don't use a split ring, they just slide the hook through the hole in the blank. Some guys don't like those. They say that the action isn't as good, and that fish can actually kind of wedge themselves off of those hooks. That there's not enough flexibility at that joint, and that the fish can get in a bind and kind of turn their lip off of those. So that's why I go with the split rings. It is a little more tedious though. Now these are 3/8. They take a smaller blank, but everything else I use the same. And that little dude right there is the ticket for spring walleye up in the rivers. Well, there you go. That's a good looking bunch of baits. Got a little variation in size, got a little variation in the eye color, blade color. And you can paint these things. I mean, you can powder coat them, you can airbrush them. You can do anything to these that you can do to a plastic crankbait. So, you know, all those guys that are out there painting crankbaits and stuff, you pretty well do almost the same things with these. So, anyhow, if you guys got any questions at all, leave them in the comments down below, and I'll try to help you in any way I can. If you like this video, click that thumbs up button. If you want to see more videos like this, click the subscribe button. And until the next time, guys, keep on tinkering.